Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Today is December 8th, and we're getting back into it, trading the QQQ on the 1 hour chart. And I'm also using the dollar, or also known as the DXY, the dollar currency index, as a confluence, and also levels of support and resistance as my stop loss and take profits. So basically today, on the platform, just like usual, the platform, they're still working on the kinks. This is a fairly new platform, so this is Trade the Pool. You can use the link in my description and I'll get a kickback, affiliate, for anybody that signs up, actually passes their challenge and begins to trade. But let's get into it. So December 7th, and this is today, so don't mind that. You'll see how the times correlate. So at 9:37, what I was looking at was the dollar, right? So right here we have a point of resistance, point of support actually, and this is where the dollar was bouncing from. So I can't show you this right now, but during the day the dollar was bouncing on this level. Like when, let me see, maybe on the 30-minute it shows it much better. Exactly. So this is 8:30, 9:30. So during this session, right, you have the dollar bouncing up. So while the candle was forming today, I saw a huge point of rejection. It's interesting to note that the dollar was bearish today, which made QQQ bullish. However, what I got to play this trade off of was just that move up here, which was a huge wick on the QQQ, and then I just exited right at a point of support, and I just didn't enter any more trades. I just locked in the profits and called it good for the day. So if you look here at, so you add 5, you minus 5 from this to get the time that I had entered the trade, which would have been 9:30. So I entered a trade 9:30 and 9:38 at 281.80 and 281.83. So I'll show you there. So it's on this candle. So 281.83, 281.83, 281.83. So this was an entry, and I could see it actually going down like during the day. So the other entry was 281.80, 281.80. So it's very, very close there. I'd have to extend this up to create some difference. So 281.80. So these were my two entries. And then what I did for the take profit was at a point of support here, and also let me show you. So I had a take profit around here, right? And then my stop loss would have been right. My stop loss, where exactly? This is inaccurate. Let me see if I can see where my stop loss was on the phone. 28290. 28290. So my stop loss was around there. So 28290. It's above the 200 EMA, above the 50, above the 55 EMA or the 50 EMA. Why? I'm not certain exactly why I used that as a point of take profit. It must have been the risk to reward ratio. As I was playing it to the downside, I had a risk, I had a reward, possible reward of 2 around there, and then the risk would have been just losing 1. So I kept it pretty tight there, but it also gave the trade room to breathe. And then basically I had after opening the position, I had the take profit set and I had the stop loss set. And as I said, the market was the dollar was quite bearish today, so that was quite bullish on the market, and you could have taken it sadly you wouldn't have hit up to this point of resistance. So that's something to note. You possibly would have to take profit above the 200 EMA, just try to get some movement above the 200 EMA, as that could have been a point that you take profit versus trying to make it all the way to the next point of resistance. However, if I had took the trade from down here or on this candle, being that the dollar was red, I would have still ended up in some form of profits and would have exited the market green overall for the day. But basically, what I did was I had my take profit at just a little bit. I had my take profit exactly here, but it seems like to how hard the market pushed down, and that I'm pretty sure that it pushed down and hit out some people's stop loss, as they could see that the market was going up. But sometimes you have algorithms and traders, institutions trying to play you and will basically push the market down to a point that they know you're gonna get hit you out and go up there. So also, if you didn't have a take profit at around this level and you decided you wanted to hold it and ride it all the way down here, that's where greed would have taken you over. You would have expected to make more money, and what you end up doing, you end up in a loss, because as soon as it bounced up from there, I would have been in a loss as soon as I hit here. But it's important to note that the max I could have lost from this trade was $40. So it was not a solid 2-to-1 risk reward. It was like a 2 to 1.5 or 2 to 1.7. But as I said, I'm still working on the strategy and just trying to fine tune that and get that done before I start to deploy a lot more capital into these trades. So it's just me working on the strategy every single day and trying to master it, trying to find more confluences, trying to understand the market, trying to get an edge, trying to build up my own edge so that whenever I'm ready, I can basically deploy a lot more capital into the markets and make some money consistently and just have trading as my full time. So that's basically it. So remember what I said. It's important to note that when the dollar is somewhat bearish, you're going to see an upwards tick in the market. And basically, I'm just using the QQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. Why? Because it's not focused on one individual stock. It's like a sector. So when you're focusing on a sector, you're not exposed to a specific company news. Like say, Tesla has a lot of news going on. Apple might have news. So imagine you're just trading Tesla and Tesla just has like a bad news for some reason. The market can still be going up and Tesla be going down because it's focused on a specific news. So if you have like a broad sector of equities moving based on just a macro factor, so I'm just trading macro stuff. So if you're trading like the macro, there's a high possibility that it's gonna move more uniform, because you would have with the QQQ, it's 100 shares. So you have 100 stocks moving almost uniformly with an uptrend. You might have one or two that might be having a bad day for some external reasons. That's when that can't even affect the entire QQQ. But those stocks will be moving on their own catalyst. So that's important to note. That's the reason behind why I trade the QQQ, why I'm trying to master the QQQ only for now, and just to see what I can see there. Also with the QQQ, I see that it pretty much moves nicely. You have good liquidity and you're getting movements in days. So this is what? Tuesday. So look at Tuesday. So you're getting a move there. Another move here. You're getting, this is choppy. You see what I tell you about Wednesdays? This is a Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. So you see that, boom. Friday you have gap down and you have a move down. You feel me? So you could have even played it down, sold out somewhere there, but you would have still been in profits. This is what, a Monday now. You have a Monday. And where is 9 o'clock? This whipsaw you. However, you still gotta move down to the 200 EMA or thereabout, bounce back up. So you would have had to probably manually sell this or have a take profit somewhere around here. It's hard to tell that, but I mean, it's important to see that you can probably use the 200 EMA as a take profit and or stop loss as well. But that's basically it for today, guys. I hope you watch this to the end of this video. I hope I'm providing you like more value because I'm just documenting my process and you're seeing how it's going. You see what's possible. You see how you can build your edge. And like, forget people, yo. You just gotta build your own strategy, your own edge, your outlook to the market, because not everybody's gonna show you that they can take some losses too. And losses are part of the game. Everybody takes losses. I know some people might not want to see losses, but yo, you're never gonna win if you don't lose. And that's just facts. Like, you gotta take some losses, you gotta take the wins with it. You take some wins, you take some losses, and you just keep going until the point where like your skills. So imagine like you're in a certain type of job and you mess up sometimes. Eventually, the amount of time that you've worked on the skill and just done it over and over and over, it's hard to mess up, because if you mess up, you know how to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this. You used to work in a restaurant. You used to burn food. You used to undercook food. Now, when you slightly burn it, you know how to just make it better. You might scrape it off a bit, or you just cool it down very quick. You undercook it. Okay, you know how to make it cook pretty fast. You just, boom, do what you got to do. Make it happen. That's basically it, guys. And thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, yo. You know what a Friday is, my boy? I'll see you tomorrow, man. Bye-bye.